So guys, I wanted to talk about something. I think this is important and we should all talk about it. I haven't talked about it on my channel yet, like a lot, on my Twitter more. It's about the Black Matter movement, and I think we should all support it, and it's so important that we use our voices to help this movement and just help, because we as white people need to stand behind Black people and people of color. We just need to use our voices, because sometimes it's true, our voices will be heard more, sadly. I don't agree that our voices are louder, should be louder than that of Black people, but sadly they are. So we need to help them, we need to support them, and we should do everything in our power to help them. And I think also, like, saying like, oh, racism isn't in our country, like, oh my god, yes it is. I live in the Netherlands. We helped get the slaves from Africa to America. We were a big part of that whole start of racism, or yeah, beginning. It's not really the start. We helped Black people in enslavement. We put them there, and I think it's horrible. I think that in school, I just finished high school, and we talked about VOCs, which company we used to enslave Black people. But from the everything I needed to learn for my end exam, so it's like once mentioned in 5 years, there were 2 pages I needed to know for my end exam, and it's too little. We need to know more about that history. We need more. We need to acknowledge more. Oh wait, my dog needs to go out. We need to do that, and I think it's important we learn more about it, and we learn and we study and we educate ourselves. It's something we need to do. Now I'm blacking out. I think one of the biggest things I see right now on Twitter is we white people get offensive when we're called out for something we did wrong or something that was hurtful. But I think, like, we are human still. We make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but we need to own these mistakes. We need to say we're sorry. We need to say we will do better, because we need to do better. And I think that when you get offensive, when you're called out on a mistake you made, on a sentence you phrased wrong, and you get offensive and you go calling out these people that called you out, I think you're not behind the Black Matter movement. I think you're just in the hype. And it's not something the movement needs. The movement needs people that support it 100%. And even though they make mistakes, they learn from their mistakes and they do better next time. And we also need to realize that those people we've hurt, they may not want to be our friends after, because we hurt them. We hurt them with our sentences, and they don't have to be okay with it. They don't have to be okay with us after. They don't have to forgive us. But what they need from us is we need to do better. We need to educate ourselves, and we need to support the whole movement. it's just important. And there are a few things you can do when you can't donate. Me, myself, I can't donate right now. I just don't have the money. And it's sadly, I wish I could. But there are things you can do. First off, educate yourself. Look things up when you don't understand it. Read books about it, non-fictions, like So You Want to Talk About the Race, and this will be my ending. I will leave the books I mentioned down below. Or just books that are written by Black authors. Just support them in that way too. But also don't go asking Black people to explain things for you. They have been going through enough. They don't need to explain things 1,000 times over. There's the internet. Just look it up. Just look it up. It's easier. And also, like, I think, obviously there are these videos on YouTube which you can watch. They are full of ads, and you don't skip the ads when you watch this. Just watch them, and you donate to a cause, because the money from those ads and from the video goes to a good cause, or a cause in Black Matter movement. Just watch them. It's easy. When you go to bed, put one on with the autoplay out and just let's watch. When you're reading, put a video on without the sound on. Just do it. It's the easiest thing in the world, and it's the easiest thing you can do to support them. Secondly, you need to sign petitions. Just do it. It takes 1 minute per petition. Just do it. When you see a new petition you haven't signed yet, sign it. Just do it. And when you see them on Twitter, just retweet them. Retweet them over and over again, so as many people see it as they can. Just do it. It's so little, but it can cause so much change. So just do it. There is no excuse not to sign a petition, not to watch these YouTube videos, which I will leave link down below so you can go to them. Just do it. And also, like, I think this is bigger for some people, that's hard, but I'm trying to do that. Is when I see something, call it out, call them out. Just like, I have that with my grandpa. We have a lot of immigrants in the Netherlands, refugees, and they are. And my grandpa is against them. And every time he makes a comment that's racistic, I try to stand up. I try my best to oppose him. Sometimes it doesn't work. My grandpa is this very big person, and I sometimes can't stand up for myself. And standing up against my grandfather is just hard, but I try to do it. I try to do it every single time. I don't want to be silenced in this. And also, the audiobook app I use, Storytel, I love it. It's cheap. It's the easiest way for me to listen to my audiobooks, because it's $11.99 per month, and you can read every single audiobook per month. Doesn't matter how much. And I never used to look at the authors. I pick up a book that looks interesting. But now I'm trying to look at authors. I'm trying to at least read 8 books from people of color or Black people per month, and I hope more. I want to do more, but I'm not going to stress myself out, because sometimes I have a month where I don't read much. So I just want to do half. And my audiobook listening, it's just much more, so I think it's the easiest way for me to go. But when I was looking up books from Black authors, I wasn't finding much. I found 2 non-fictions. 2. There are so many out there, and I found 2. And I was like, okay, this is not good. It needs to do better. So I sent an email, and they responded with, yeah, okay, thank you for your email. We're going to do better. And that's the little thing. When you see something on the internet or a site isn't doing as much as they should do, email them, call them, just call them out on it. Because if more people do that, more change will come. Just don't only verify on your Twitter. Oh my god, I forgot to give him food. Shush. Just do it. Just do everything, every single thing you can, and then we will help this. And I think we should. I think it's important. I'm coming. Wait a second. And it's just we should do this. I think it's the most important thing in the world. We should be it's just most important because these lives matter. Black lives matter. And they are being endangered by the police, and the police should be able to protect us. And it's not good, and it's not okay, and it's never been okay. And I'm sad that George Floyd had to die for us to be this united and for us to stand up for the Black lives. But I'm also glad it's finally happening because it needed to happen 30 years ago. It needed to happen before I was even born, and we didn't. And so we need to do it now. We need to be united. We need to help them and support them and lift them up. It's what we need to do. It's not something we have a choice in right now. We just need to do it. And I hope we can insert change. I hope so. I hope so. And I also hope that when the hype plays off, because maybe it is, that we're still behind them, that we're still supporting them. Because I know a lot of people think it's over in a week. It's not. It's not going to be over in a week. It's just not, and we need to realize this. This is not something that is over in 1 week. We need to fight for this as long as we can, and we need to do it. So I will leave everything linked down below. I said I would. And I will see you next time.